We turn now to the story of Mark Middleton, who arrived in New Zealand as a 4-year-old in 1962, 56 years ago. Somehow, whilst his siblings have become New Zealanders, his children are New Zealanders, and he thought he was a New Zealander. He fell foul of Immigration New Zealand last week, being picked up from work by police, held overnight in a police cell, fired from his job after Immigration New Zealand told his bosses they could no longer employ him, and told he would have to leave the country. Well, when we spoke to Mark Middleton on Monday night, many of you were outraged by his situation. The texts came flooding in and continued flooding in all week. The opposition called for him to be able to stay, but Immigration New Zealand held firm, declining our requests for interviews to explain why. But today, the Office of the Associate Minister of Immigration, Kris Faafoi, contacted his lawyer, who called Mark Middleton to tell him he would be able to stay. He then called us, and I asked him how he was.
Well, I'm a lot happier today. I've just got word from the Minister that that the deportation order's been lifted. I've been granted a visa. I don't have the details of everything because I'm just waiting for my lawyer, Keith Jeffries, to email me the details. But just thought I'd get in touch with you and just thank you. And yeah, things are on the up and up.
Yeah, they most certainly are. So how did you hear? When did you find out? Just a few minutes ago?
Yeah, my lawyer rang me, Keith rang me and just said, it's been lifted and he's going to send me the details. So I'm just waiting for the details to arrive.
So what does this mean? Can you go back to work?
Well, I don't know just yet. I've sent a message to my employers to tell them the good news, and I guess it's up to them to sort out. Just want to say a big thank you to them as well, because they've been very, very supportive during this time. It's not their fault. They were ordered by immigration to terminate my employment, so it's just a wait and see game now. I just hope that they will look kindly on their servants.
And do you have any sense at all of why the Associate Minister has done this? Obviously, he has the discretion to do it, and he's exercised that discretion, but any explanation given?
Well, I think that he's actually behaved very ethically in this case. All power to him, because he's the man who holds the power there. So I think that he's behaved really ethically. I just have a few problems with the way that I was, with the way I was treated, really. I just think that was a bit hostile, and not very nice. It could have been, I reckon it could have been handled, a bit better than that.
And this was in terms of Immigration New Zealand and the police turning up at your work, detaining you in a cell overnight, not letting Veronica know where you were, all of that stuff initially, right?
All of that. I mean, that was all pretty stressful, John. I just felt that was pretty unnecessary. It was pretty uncalled for. I've never hidden from anybody in my life. I've always made myself available to, some and sundry, whoever wants to see me and can do, and I've always said, yep, I'll come in, and then I'll, it's all part of, what I am. It's just the kind of bloke I am. If you've got problems with me, just ring me up, or, I'll come to a meeting anytime. Doesn't matter whether it's the police or immigration or anybody else. It's just like, you're always welcome at the door, and, if you want to talk something out, that's always the way I've handled life, really. I just found it extraordinary treatment, really. Just pretty, just bad news all around. But never let them get you down. Just got to roll with the punches and just keep coming back.
And can you tell me about the feedback and support you've been getting from people? I understand people have been stopping you on the street, have they?
Oh, it's been extraordinary. It's just amazing. Doesn't matter where I go. It's just because I'm out in the patch early in the morning, about 5 in the morning. So it's just people have been all over the place. On the train, whether I'm in the shop or walking down the street, it's just been fabulous, really.
Yeah, it's really moving, isn't it?
Big thank you, NZ. What can I say? Certainly done me proud, that's for sure.
Mark Middleton talking to us earlier this afternoon.